Have you ever just felt completely and utterly stuck? I mean, you're facing a big decision, the future feels like a total fog, and you have no idea which way to turn. It's a feeling we all know, that heavy weight of uncertainty. So today, we're going to talk about how you find your own North Star, even when the sky is completely overcast. You know, when you're feeling lost, the first thing that probably comes to mind is navigation, right? So let's start there, but with a fascinating, ancient tool designed for exactly that. Meet the astrolabe. For centuries, this incredible little device was what sailors and astronomers used to figure out their position just by looking at the stars. Now, here's the cool part. It wasn't a map telling them where they were going. It was a tool to help them understand exactly where they were, right then and there. And that idea of knowing where you are now is the perfect metaphor for our journey today. Okay, so let's just get right to the heart of it. What do you do? When the future is a big question mark, what's your personal astrolabe? This is what we're really digging into, the tools we all use to find our own stars. But before we can find a tool to help us navigate, we've got to understand what we're actually up against. What even is this fog of uncertainty? Well, it's that inner chaos where everything just feels jumbled up and completely overwhelming. And you know, the author of the piece we're looking at says something so simple but so real. I sigh a lot. It's not some grand, complicated strategy. It's just a sigh, a physical release of all that frustration. It's that feeling of being so weighed down that all you can really do is just exhale. And that sigh, it's a reaction to all of this, the inner noise. It's that constant chatter of what ifs in your brain, the physical tension that comes with stress, and of course that lingering negativity that just loves to replay past mistakes or fears. That's the fog that clouds our judgment. So you're in this fog and it feels like you're in a tug of war, right? On one side, you're thinking, should I just flip a coin and leave it to chance? On the other, your heart is pulling you in one direction. And then your brain comes in with a logical checklist. We just bounce between these things, which, let's be honest, usually just makes the fog even thicker. Okay, so if we're lost in this fog, torn between different paths, how in the world do we find a clearing? Well, our source points to a personal strategy that seems to cut right through all that inner noise. The answer for them was the gym. Now, hold on. Before you think this is about to become some kind of fitness explainer, that is not the point here at all. The location isn't what's important. It's what the activity does for your mind. And this is the absolute key, right here. The gym doesn't magically hand over the answer to a tough problem. Nope. Its real value is that it creates a clear mental state. It sweeps away the fog so that you, your best, most focused self, can approach the problem head on. And that right there is the whole point. It's not really about the workout, it's about the incredible power of achieving mental clarity. That's the real goal. So why is that so powerful? Well, think about it. That clarity, that's what gives you the motivation to finally try something different. It's the energy you need to finally get over a hurdle you've been stuck on for ages. And, crucially, it silences that lingering negativity we were just talking about. What's really interesting here is that the author finds the mental benefit of their routine is actually way more consistent and way more valuable than any of the physical changes. Looks and fitness levels can go up and down, but that feeling of a clear, focused mind, that's a much more reliable and vital outcome. The real prize is what's happening on the inside. So you see how we're coming full circle here? We started with this old school tool for looking at the stars, and now we've arrived at the ultimate takeaway. It's all about learning to look up. And this quote just wraps it all up perfectly. Progress begins the moment you stop asking where the map is and start noticing the sky. Just let that sink in for a second. It's such a powerful shift in how you think about things, isn't it? So what does it really mean to notice the sky? It means you stop waiting around for someone to hand you a perfect step-by-step map. Instead, you start trusting your own ability to observe, to reflect, and to use the tools you already have, your own internal astrolabe, to find your way. Your own awareness becomes your guide. And that leaves us with one final, really essential question. What quiets the noise for you? What's your personal method for clearing away the fog so you can stop searching for a map and finally start noticing your own sky?